Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for this week we're gonna do a stone that will probably cut something. It's this. At first glance it doesn't look so great, although you do see already blue. But if I look at it from the side you see that apparently there's a bit of green that's going to be deeper. So since I have to work on it to remove this patch and this patch and the sand, I have to go. So we'll see. It's probably going to be a crystal. I don't think the back is not good enough to leave a, a gray background and make it a dark opal. But if it's a decent crystal, I'm not going to complain. So I will start working and I will come back to you. And I am back, and this is the stone, so the back and then the side. I've actually managed to keep it more or less straight, which I like. This has to go, and this is the face, so it's not the best color. It's not a very flashy crystal, but it is a crystal. Looks like there's a crack here. I'll have to investigate, but that's not so bad because actually this part dips, so I would remove this corner. There's still a bit of dirt here. There's this dot that I cannot get rid of, but I think it's fairly minor. So actually I'm thinking that there might be a... Well, let's see if we can remove this. Might have a square. It's probably a rectangle, which is probably the best shape for it as it currently is. But I'll see. I might actually try to make it an oval. I struggle a bit more with those, but I will really have to see which shape I think will bring the best and how high I can dome it and all that. Yeah, so it's a floral pattern, directional, but there is something at most angles, so it's not that bad in that sense. So I will shape it, start shaping it, start removing this backing, even though I feel like the backing might be useful, so I will really have to reconsider that. And we'll see how it goes. So I will back right away. And I am back, and you might notice that the stone is not polished. There's a, let's say, good reason for that. I'm just gonna wait it. So I shaped it, more or less. I would still need to put it on a stick, but I didn't, and that's because my train of thought was, okay, this stone, there's an inclusion here. There's also a small inclusion here. Well, this is not here. There's also a little notch, but that's because I haven't rolled it with a fluid. So my thought was, this stone is, let's be generous, even without the inclusions, it might be worth $10-15. So I decided not to finish it because I know that's something I could never sell anyway. And I'm keeping it in this shape because I'm thinking that if I do get around to making jewelry, it is a pretty good practice stone. I don't know if it would even look good independent, but I figure, instead of giving up or making all the effort of finishing it just to have it sit in my my storage for years, let's just keep it with a purpose and not go the extra mile to make it fully ready yet. So it's not great, but it is what it is. Aside from that, that will be it for this week. As always, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fancy things. And I will see you in the next one.